Hello, Aries. Welcome to your October 2025 reading. My name is NiJiLL, and you have found alchemy. Okay. All right. So we pulled this from your fall 2025 reading. Hopefully you've watched that. I'm going to summarize these, but I go into a lot more detail in that reading for your full fall overview. So I invite you to listen to it. It'll probably be linked up down in the comment section of this video if you have any interest in it. But let's just get started here, Aries. Also, don't forget to listen to your birthday reading because it's 3 blessings coming just for Aries between 2025 and 2026 to pick a crystal or pick a something reading, right? Just for your sign. Okay, with all that said, let's just get started here. We have your Ace of Swords, and your Ace of Swords here. With these larger cards, I do not take them in reverse. However, I take note of them when they do come in reverse. And this one in your fall reading originally did come in reverse. And we know that this stands for, clarity and truth. Cutting right through the crap with that sword, the gift of clarity, which escapes you at first this month. But as you can see, you do turn it around and you do get the clarity that you seek or that you need. But it is not something that happens right away. Okay, this is something that happens after a while. You're on a little bit of a journey with it this month. You do have here the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is Venus and Scorpio energy, at least in this deck. And this is, the Knight of Cups carries with it an offer of love, an offer that somebody thought you would love that you have turned down, or something that you have offered someone else that they have turned down. Rethinking an offer that either you present to someone or someone presents to you. You do have here the Seven of Swords in reverse. And in this deck, this is Uranus and Gemini. As you can see, the twins there, right on the card. And with the Uranus and Gemini energy here, especially in reverse, well, in this deck anyway, each deck is a little bit different. And this would be if it was right side up, it would represent problems between two people. One maybe doesn't trust the other fully. But as you can see, something is resolved here. The sword is now pointing up. The truth is exposed. The problems are over. There is some sort of offer that has been rejected. And I don't know what that is, at least right now. You do have the Knight of Swords coming in sideways. And this is Mercury in Gemini energy. It's a decision. My sideways cards are always decisions. And the knights, especially with the Knight of Swords compared to the Knight of Pentacles, it's the rate at which you do things. Go into a lot more details with the symbolism on the card in the other reading. But the bottom line is you're making a decision. Do I speed up? Do I take my sword out and charge ahead? Or do I hold back a little bit? There's a decision that needs to be made. There is a decision that you're going to make. You do have here the Pisces card in reverse with the Hanged Man. And you're no longer hanging out thinking. By the time this is over, you're going to be taking very intuitive, inspired, and assertive Aries action. You're not going to be observing. And why? Because you feel that fate has stepped into your life in some way. That lightning strike has provided some sort of detour. There is a detour here on the table. A lightning strike that comes out of nowhere. Definitely. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Venus, which is love, but it's also money and goals. So you have here Libra Taurus energy with that Venus energy. Honesty will prevail here. You will be crystal clear at the end of the month, but I don't think you start out that way here, Aries. Now, in this deck for your overview for the month here, you have the rotation. The rotation could be a situation where you found yourself in. This could be, it could be monotony, honestly. It could, it's number 69 in this deck, and it's the wheel of life, the cycles that may be repetitive, or honestly, it could be something that is, the wheel is turning and something has returned into your life, providing a detour for you that you were not expecting. And once that rotation happened and the past comes back into focus in the present, it changes things, and it makes you have to be flexible during this time, okay? It does says you'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. And you see these bats do operate with sonar instead of vision. it says this too shall pass. So whatever non-clarity you have will pass. We talked about that with that Ace of Swords energy. Something will not be clear to you initially, but if you hang in there and you just really see it out and you try not to be impatient, everything will come together. This may be an emotional time for you with that water card, right? You may be dealing with a water sign. You may have water highly aspected in your chart, but overall, I'm feeling some emotion here. It may be a very emotional month for you. For better or for worse. Doesn't have to. It doesn't mean bad. It could mean very, very good, because I see very good cards here. Give me 1 second. You know, the side of my nail broke, and as a result, I can't pick up my cards, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you have the card of Aquarius. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. We know Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. January, February birthday. And, you know, it does say innovative. Yeah, I do see that. Pluto is also in Aquarius, changing our world, changing our life for the next, what, God knows how many years. You do have South Node, and it says past lives. There you go. There is something that's coming back. There is something that is either returned to your life from the past or from a past life. There is something unexpected that's happened, right? Karmic challenges are upon you here, for sure. And you have share wisdom. Your communication skills are going to be important. We did talk about that in your fall reading, how important it's going to be to communicate things crystal clear and to receive things in a crystal clear way. If you're not sure what someone means by something, you have to say, can you explain that and explain what you really meant by it? I don't want to take it the wrong way. So communication is going to be super important this month. And we kind of repeated that over and over in your fall reading. There is a friendship here on the table, right? And it says close friendships will have a powerful impact on your life right now. Say yes. Definitely say yes. Now, this friendship could be a friendship, you know, or it could be something that's a little bit more than a friendship, something that's returning from your past here. Something highly emotional, something that's going to make you keep you on your toes, wake you up from a slumber. You have travel here, and with your charms, you have a plane that came out. So it's travel, and it's obvious travel that you are aware of, or that you're going to be aware of. You have a bullseye. You have the charm of Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but you know, more or less, that is like you pulling back that bow and saying, I know what I want, and I'm going to go after it. You have the phallic symbol in a tiger's eye, and this is a protective male energy, right? Somebody stable, grounded, and this could be you if you're male, if you identify as male. But and if it's not you, it's someone around you. It's a very protective male energy. You have money here that is either hidden, or it's unexpected money that may come to you. But it's something that's either hidden from other people, or it is hidden from you at the moment, and it's going to be a surprise for you. You have here never give up. And that's probably, and listen, that's coming in reverse. And I'm going to stick to my guns and say something from your past is resurfacing. And maybe deep down inside here, Aries, you never really gave up on it. It could very well be, for sure. So you have here, oops, down here below, you have your 3 legs. I have broken your month up into thirds like I always do. And yes, each leg can come in order, but it doesn't have to, because we know tarot is not a science, right? So your last leg could come first. It's going to be different for each Aries. Okay, so moving on to your very first leg, we have the Chariot. And I love the Chariot in this deck. If you notice, like the Chariot's usually, you know, the Chariot, it's like an instrument of war, excitement, moving forward, going ahead, full speed ahead. This is a little different. He is moving ahead, but look how happy and peaceful he is, right? And this is sort of, yes, it's determination and focus, but it's in a very gentle manner as per this particular deck, something that you're moving ahead with. And you do have the boot here, and it says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And I do believe that you will. You don't really have to tell an Aries that twice, right? Their efforts are already going to be laser focused on whatever they want. And here is a commitment. And this commitment is going to make you happy. And it's a commitment on some level. It's a commitment that's indicated around love or business. And it says it right on the card. This commitment is going to make Aries feel better. Okay, this is a good thing. This is either something you are committing to, or this is something someone else is committing to for you. Here you have, these are tarot tiles, and we have to start this off. I mean, look, you have the 8 of Wands. Beautiful energy. The Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius. It's momentum, just like the Chariot. Good news, travel. Could be that's plain. Decisive action, for sure. And you have, I mean, you couldn't get any better cards, right? You have the World coming right after that here, Aries. Jupiter, fixed energy. Completion, success. You feel very whole. You feel very whole. Now, what's interesting is you have the Sun in reverse, but with all these other cards, I really believe, yes, this is the card of Leo, but with all these other cards being what they are, I'm looking at this very differently as a period of internal introspection, sort of like a gentler version of the Hermit. And this begs the question you're going to ask yourself, or perhaps you should ask yourself on this leg, what is happiness to me? What does it mean to me to be happy? What would truly make me happy? And there is a commitment tied to this. So I really like that for you. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Pluto. We talked about Aquarius being in Pluto. You should, or Pluto being in Aquarius. You should really look that up on the internet. It's pretty interesting stuff. I don't want to get off in the weeds about it, but so you have Pluto energy, which is that rebirth energy. There is something being reborn. There is something coming back. There is something being reborn. I think I'm pretty much doubling down on that. And on your second leg, as if you needed this, you don't, by the way, pure fire energy for this leg. And this is energy that you are extremely obviously comfortable with. You are the father of all the fire signs. Passion, confidence, assertiveness. This is energy that you thrive in, okay? You have here hard work ahead, and I honestly, it says table hard work ahead, but I honestly think this is something positive. You know, there's a difference, like when you're working really hard and it's something really worth it, and then you're working really hard and you're like, is it ever going to end? Two different kinds of hard work. You have opportunities and signs here. Opportunity, it says a stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action plus a special family reunion. No, I'm telling you, there's a reunion on the table. There is two people coming together that have not seen each other in a while. You have signs, and it says your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and conclusions will soon disappear. With that ace coming in reverse, yes, you're going to see signs. Yep. Now you have the Judgment card here coming in reverse. This is more Pluto energy, by the way. The universe is sending you a message. Are you holding back? Are you doubtful? Are you worried? Did this happen too quickly? Are you nervous about the speed at which it happened, about how it came out of nowhere? I don't know. But you do have the Page of Wands, and you do have this invitation here, this Mercury and Sagittarius energy, a new passion, a new opportunity. Do you take it? It seems like a rewind to me somehow. You do have the Seven of Pentacles, right? Saturn and Taurus energy, patience, perseverance, and rewards. This something has come to fruition. There is fruition here on the table. And what's even better, remember I said this is fire energy and you're so comfortable in it, Aries? Well, when we add this up and we break it down, we get Mars, which is your ruling planet. This is going to be something that lights you up. You're going to feel on fire. You're going to feel alive, and you're going to be in your comfort zone. This is your power. This is very powerful for you in particular here, Aries. Okay, wow. 3. Look at this. Here comes the sun. I'm not going to sing. I'm not one of those tarot readers that sing. I'll never do that. I promised myself I'd never do that, but it's in my head, the Beatles. But here you go. You have the sun finally in its upright position. Whatever it is, whatever that introspective energy was that we talked about over here is now pointing outwards. You're beaming with happiness. This is Leo energy, beaming with happiness. And it says nature, and it says interact with nature, that this will be healing for you. And that could be, maybe you're hiking, maybe you're going to the beach, maybe you're doing something like that. But I do think that for many of you, all this fire energy that's on the table is within your nature. You know, maybe you were in a situation where somebody put out that fire, or a situation, or maybe life went on and did what life does sometimes, right? Created some monotony, but something lights you back up, and it is your nature to be lit up. Okay, that is where you are comfortable. You have here Well, before I do that, you have February again. More Aquarius energy. Yes, it could be Pisces, but man, I'm saying Aquarius because Aquarius came out over and over again here. So there's something, it's something with Aquarius, right? And you have that Pluto energy too, which maybe, may have a bearing on it. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, or maybe there's something January, February that this time has tentacles reaching into. But you do have definitely the Lovers. Gemini energy has entered the chat. You have the Lovers. Now, it's sideways, so there's a decision no matter how you look at this card. A decision, in my opinion, about a relationship, for sure. You're making a decision, and that's going to be something that you need to really think about. You do have the Page of Cups here in reverse. Mercury and Pisces energy. The thing is, it is very similar energy to that Knight. There is an offer here that either you're reaching out and trying to offer somebody something, or they offered something to you. There is a rejection here on the table. It could be that rejection could be fear based. I don't know. Could be anything. Okay. But you do have coming after it the Hierophant, and I love that for you because it is Taurus energy, yes, but it is a commitment, right? So you have the commitment over here and over here. So the commitment prevails. A commitment to something or someone. So whatever it is that is rejected, maybe it's something that's not as good as what you have to offer. I don't know what it is. This is going to be so different for each Aries. But there'll be a rejection, but there'll also be a rock solid commitment. There'll be some doubt, but that sword will turn around and clarity will prevail for sure. Okay. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Jupiter energy, right? It's more fiery. It's the ruler of Sagittarius, but it is expansion and growth. So you are growing within this situation. Let's get your challenges. And what, look, fascinating, right? What did we say? Aquarius, January, February. Well, here it is. Here's the other month. There's January. I'm telling you, this is Aquarius energy. So your challenge is the same as your happiness. And it does say personal riches. It says small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get rich quick schemes. So, there's that, which is good. Okay. And I think that they're offering that up to you because you have other things, because you have the blasted tower. There is a lightning strike that comes out of nowhere, like what we talked about here. Mars and Aries energy, upheaval. Yeah, this throws you for a loop. It is challenging energy. It throws you for a loop, but it sets you on fire at the same time here, Aries. You do have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is generosity and help. So it may be a challenge, but you're doing it. Some kind of help. You do have the Queen of Wands, and this is Saturn in Aries energy. I mean, this is someone who is a male or female, attractive, sexy, independent, bold, and confident. Fascinating. You want to hear the last fascinating thing? Aside from the fact that you have more Aquarius energy when we add this up and break it down. It is Uranus energy. And Uranus is Aquarius's ruler, right? And what is it? What is it? It's sudden change. It's that tower energy. It's going to be challenging for you to navigate, but I have absolute faith in you here, Aries. Now, as far as your opportunities go, it says time to get out of a situation. You may have to get out of a situation to get into another. You may be thinking along those lines. You'll have an opportunity to think along those lines. You have here health. It says an excellent time to start an exercise program or a diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. I think the health in your life in general, not just your body, is you're going to have an opportunity to truly be happy. How healthy is that, right? You have here the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Mars and Capricorn energy. Looking at the pale. Get out of a situation for your own mental health is what I'm hearing. Anyway, yeah, it signifies there's some sort of lack of teamwork. There's a lack in a certain situation, and you're going to have the opportunity to see that and to get out of it, or to plan to get out of it. There's something you're getting out of here that you're almost like done with. There's like a chapter of your life closing here. You do have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is Sun and Leo energy. And, the King of Wands is very close to you as far as energy goes. Entrepreneur, clear communicator, no mincing words, successful, on fire. This is an opportunity, and you have the star in reverse. This is more Aquarius energy. I'd be shocked if you weren't dealing with an Aquarius or somebody with very strong Aquarius placements here, Aries. So this star, you have lost faith in a situation, and this is an opportunity. Remember, I said there's no teamwork. There's something that you probably once loved that you're pulling away from, or that doesn't make you happy anymore. And when we add that up and we break it down, we get moon energy, which is Cancer energy. It's very, the moon is the opposite of the sun. I mean, it's not bad energy, but it's unclear, right? So you may be a little fuzzy, but you're going to have the opportunity to really examine this and come up with some real solutions and real steps in the right direction. I really see that for you here. Now, I'm going to pull one of these cards to close out your reading, and then I'm going to do your numerology, authenticity. This is, now, from my readings anyway, with this particular deck, if these cards do not come out in reverse, in other words, this is upright. If it comes out upright, this is something you're going to need to search for. This is going to help you. Authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Number 10, which is Pluto energy, by the way. And you have to figure out, what did I say? What is happiness to you? That's authentic. What is happiness to you is going to be your mantra this month. Now, when we add everything up in this reading and we break it down, we get the number 8, which is Saturn, which is Aquarius energy again. I mean, yes, it's Capricorn energy, but I'm going with what is all over this reading. It's like white on rice. It's insane. Saturn energy, but it is the Lord of karma and lessons. And you have Saturn, Aquarius, times 3, really, because you have Aquarius as a sign that came out the most in this reading, and you have Saturn that came out the most in this reading as far as planet goes. So you have Aquarius on top of Aquarius on top of Aquarius all over this reading. You have Venus, Pluto, excuse me. You have Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, and Capricorn as signs. Oh man, I wish you the absolute best. Do let me know, Aries. Do let me know. Namaste.